The Man of Steel is not impervious to harm. He is weakened and will eventually die if exposed to kryptonite, a radioactive remnant from his old home world. He has no defense against magic, and his mind will succumb to sophisticated psychic assaults. But his real vulnerability is his dependency on the Earth's sun's yellow solar radiation. Deprived of it, he becomes a mere mortal. What's going on, guys? Multiverse here with yet another action figure review video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the action comic Superman by Mcfarlane Toys. Starting off this video, guys, we are of course taking a look at the beautiful Mcfarlane packaging, and it is of course a gold label, so this is a Walmart exclusive Superman with the open face window with DC Multiverse and Superman's name down at the bottom. Flipping over to the side, guys, we see Superman from Action Comics written on the side, and then on the back is this beautiful comic image. I absolutely love this shot. I think this is probably one of my favorite Superman looks, and I really kind of want to get it blown up, so I'll probably have to look for it online, print it off, do what I want to do with it. I think this just looks absolutely amazing though. Flipping over here to this side, guys, not really much going on other than, of course, DC Multiverse logo, Superman's name, and Mcfarlane Toys at the bottom. Nothing at all going on at the top. And then down here at the bottom is the barcode for you barcode guys. With all that said, though, guys, let's go ahead and rip the Man of Steel out of his packaging and see how he looks. So right here, guys, is Superman fresh out of the packaging, and for my first-hand impression on this Man of Steel, I absolutely love this one. Now, I do have my gripes about it, being that this is just another reuse on the Action Comics 1000 body mold. He only has the single-jointed elbows, and I don't understand why they're not going ahead and putting the double hinge on there. That's just one big gripe that I have on here. However, the cape really does make up for it. The cape looks phenomenal. I love that we have a cloth good cape, and I'm glad Mcfarlane is starting to go that direction with his Superman and Batman figures. Basically, if they have a cape now, they're getting cloth good capes. But to know that we're getting the Superman emblem on the back of the cape is just mwah. I absolutely love that. Now, the thing that I kind of about is the emblem on the chest. I do love my Superman in the tights, right? They've got to show off his muscle tone. He's got to look good. I love the skin tight design. I think that is a classic Superman with the red, the blue, and it's showing off his physique. However, on this figure, guys, I don't like that this is painted on his emblem. I wish that it was sculpted into the body, kind of like what we got over here with this Superman figure here. I do enjoy this one a lot. But to know that this emblem was actually sculpted into it just makes it all the more powerful and stand out more than the rest of them on the shelves. But just to have it painted on there, I feel like that's lazy, and it makes me nervous for when I'm posing for pictures, and if I drop it, if it gets scuffed up, then it's up to me to fix it with the exact same color of red and the exact same color of gold. That's just my gripe on it. However, the figure itself does look amazing. With all that said, though, guys, let's go ahead and get the Superman off of the rotating turntable and take a closer look at the accessories that he came with. When it comes to the accessories, guys, this Superman doesn't really come with much, which is a bit of a bummer compared to the Batman that we just took a look at that came with a separate head sculpt and multiple hands and his gadgets. I know Superman doesn't have any gadgets, but I really would have loved a separate head sculpt. However, this Superman, for him to be a Walmart exclusive, comes with the bare minimum. He does, of course, come with the standard flight stand from Mcfarlane Toys, just, translucent, and you can see DC written there on the bottom. He also, of course, comes with his own trading card, which, once again, this is definitely a beautiful shot. I love this photo of him stripping from Clark Kent, jumping off into Superman. That is absolutely amazing. Flipping over to the back, guys, is the read up. If you want to pause the screen to read it right now. Yes, I read these at the beginning of every single video, but I'm not sure why they went with that type up. I don't know why you had to explain all of Superman's weaknesses in one card. I don't get that at all. I feel like the explaining his weaknesses was kind of, it was whatever. And then, of course, he does come with his own different hands. He comes with a fisted hand, a grasping hand, and then attached to his body that I have on his hips is his soaring hands. With that said, though, guys, that is all the accessories that he comes with. So let's go ahead and move out and zoom in into his chest to take a look at that super detail. Before we jump straight into the detail, guys, I just have one question for you, and that is, what did you think of the new Superman trailer, the James Gunn Superman? What did you think about that teaser trailer? Now, we've actually just recently looked at this Superman before. We looked at the Superman versus Atomic Skull, and I know I just did a Superman video review, but Christmas came around the corner and my wife spoiled me, so I got some new Superman, so might as well throw him out here. Starting off with the head sculpt, guys, he does, of course, have that iconic Superman look that we've seen time and time again. He does look kind of pissed off. He's a little annoyed about something, but seeing that iconic Superman twirl on his forehead just makes him look amazing. Going down here now, guys, looking at his chest, like I said, I wish that the detail was in the emblem. I don't really like that it's just painted on there. I feel like that's just lazy and a cop-out, especially if you're going to give us this Superman again with the cloth good cape, with the iconic Superman logo on the back. I feel like this should have put every bit of love in here, so it could have been everybody's top 10 Superman. Unfortunately for me, I don't think he's going to make the end of the year cut. The blues, the red, they look absolutely phenomenal, and I do love how shiny the paint is on the emblem. I just wish that it was as detailed as the rest of his physique he's got going on here. And once again, I mentioned at the beginning, guys, I wish they would have gave us the double hinged elbows. I don't like that they're only giving us the single hinge because he can't do anything. He's just straight 90 degrees and that is it. So, I mean, I really hope that if they're going to keep using this Superman body, that we get the double hinged elbows. The double hinged elbows does a lot for the figure and makes it more exciting to pose and have a better time with. Going down here now, guys, same as all the other Action 1000 Superman. You see the iconic underwear with the gold belt, and then the muscles going all the way down his legs, down to the iconic tall trim classic boots, and then flipping over here to the back, guys, we see this beautiful cape. It is bendy. I absolutely love it, and it does look amazing. However, I just wish for this Superman it was a little more, especially if you're going to slap the... Okay, let's get this out of the way here. Mcfarlane. If you're going to slap the title gold label or Walmart exclusives, I get you have to do that to keep your contracts going, but it needs to be something that is worthy of the title gold label to where it actually stands out. Like, this guy's just a generic page puncher Superman, and he looks so much better than this guy. Now, I do love the light blue. It's not my favorite version of light blue. However, this one is just like, it makes me want to stack them up like this. Maybe this is his review now at this point, because there was just so much more love put into the detail of this one, and he doesn't even have a cloth good cape. And he's smiling. He's a hopeful Superman. Don't get me wrong. I do love my Superman brooding every once in a while, but I don't need him brooding in every single figure we get. If we're going to keep going this route, I feel like you're going to lose clientele, but that is just me. With all that said, guys, let's go ahead and move away from the detail and take a closer look at Superman's size, his articulation, and we're going to jump into some size comparison. When it comes to how tall this Superman figure stands, guys, this Superman does stand at exactly 7 inches tall, so he is that classic Mcfarlane height. Let's go ahead and take him off of this little temporary display base that I have him on and jump into some articulation. His head articulation, he is on that ball joint, so he does get good range of motion, does rotate all the way around, and tilts his head left and right. When it comes to his arms and shoulders, guys, his arms go out about that far. He comes with a semi-useful butterfly joint. Well, it would be if it wasn't stuck right now, so I'll definitely have to soak him in hot water. He unfortunately only has a single hinged elbow. He does, of course, have bicep swivel, and since his hands do interchange, they also rotate all the way around and then go up and down as well. Going over here now, guys, looking at his ab crunch. His ab crunch is still kind of non-existent going forward, but he is a bit of a limbo master. I feel like we lost a little bit of the limbo mastery here on this figure this time. His ab swivel is there, can rotate all the way around, as well as his waist swivel. His legs go out about that far. They go back about that far. He can hit the super splits, and he does, of course, have double hinged knees. Double hinge knees, single hinge elbows. It's so annoying. And when it comes to his ankles, guys, his ankles do go down. They go up. He has toe articulation backwards. and a little bit forward so he can get that pointed toe action. And then he also has a very useful ankle pivot. Jumping into the size comparison, guys, here we have the Man of Steel standing next to the recently looked at Batman from Mcfarlane Digital. And I do say these two do look pretty great standing side by side together. They may be posed together on the shelf, but Superman will definitely be in his flying pose. Next up, guys, here we have the Man of Steel standing next to the NECA Toys Homelander, and it looks like Superman stands just a little bit taller. However, I do think these two powerhouses will have to have a 1v1 on the Instagram. And last but not least, guys, here we have Spider-Man from Marvel Legends standing next to the Man of Steel, and as you can see here, it simply just does not work. Alrighty, guys, and there you have it. Another action figure review video in the books on my channel for you guys to enjoy. When it comes to my final review on this Superman, I'm going to have to unfortunately give him a solid flat 6 out of 10. Don't get me wrong, the figure does look good. The cloth cape really does bring this figure up a lot for me. It is the classic red flowing cape where it just flows in the wind with the iconic Man of Steel logo on the back. However, I just need a little bit more from these Action Comic 1000 releases. I need the updated elbow joint, and I just need the emblems to be sculpted into the suit. Outside of that, guys, I love the blue, I love the red. It is still one of the great looking figures, but it's great looking from a distance, not so much up close. So unfortunately, this guy's probably gonna go on the second shelf. With all that said, guys, if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you are new. I'm trying to get back to at least posting 2 videos a week for you guys to enjoy. Don't forget to let me know down in the comments what you thought of the Superman trailer, and I will see you in the next video.